Hey, good morning guys. Coach Tracy here, your virtual accountability coach. And I just wanted to check in with you guys and talk to you a little bit on Attitude Tuesday. I love Tuesdays because I love talking about attitude because it is so important to whatever it is that you want to accomplish, whether it's physically, mentally, or as far as your career goes. So, man, I'm just going to be talking from the heart today. I've got a few things written down, but I want to give you some tips and some tweaks that I implemented over 7 years ago now. That really helped me to defeat this enemy called average. The enemy that tells us that, you don't have to keep trying. You don't need to have goals because you know what, you're an adult now. You don't really have the right to have dreams anymore. Just settle for, just be average. That enemy called average wants to keep us where we are and keep us from striving for new things. So I want to ask you a question. So when was it? Where was it? Or who was it that told you that you weren't good enough, that told you that you weren't tall enough, that told you that you couldn't make more money or get that job, or that you weren't strong enough or fast enough? Who was it? And what was the breaking point that kept you from trying anymore, that kept you moving forward? You got to figure that out and know what it is. I'm going to tell you a really quick story. This is a story that has a little bit to do with careers and stuff, but I was in a sales job in the car business, and I thought that I was doing great. I thought there was no better way to go from college and then go right into sales and be making some really, really good money. Went through as a salesperson, went into management, went into the finance office, and started recruiting some people right out of college to do some sales jobs, and they did an incredible job and recruited two individuals, might be listening, Summer and Tracy, that came to work, and they started implementing everything that we taught, and they went from being hired to really being successful in the car business. Well, long story short, they ended up leaving and going into a different industry. And about that time, you guys remember 2008, the economy started to really take a dive, and I wasn't doing so well at that car business. I started working longer hours. It was more stressful. I think I even was a little bit depressed and didn't even know it, just because of how many hours I was working and not really getting ahead. Actually was going backwards, and I had lost belief in myself that I could really retool myself and go in a different direction. Well, these two individuals helped give me the belief that I am good enough, that I do have the skills, talents, and traits to go into a different industry and to do very, very well. And I will always be very, very thankful to those two individuals for helping to instill that belief and giving me the coaching and the support along the way in order to be able to make that happen to where I was able to transfer into an industry that I'm actually in now as my day job that I absolutely love, and it's very, very rewarding and fulfilling. But it wouldn't have been possible if it wasn't for those two that helped break me out of that lack of belief and kick out the enemy called average and the self-doubt and uncertainty that I had in my brain. So that's one of the reasons why I love coaching, because you know what? When you help somebody develop some belief in themselves and they now are completing things and moving forward in their life, it opens up not just their health and their fitness, but it really improved every other area of their life, including relationships, career, support systems. They start accomplishing goals. That is very rewarding, and that's what I want to talk to you about today. So here's some things that can supercharge your attitude if you have that enemy called average that is kind of holding you back and is telling you that you're not good enough or that you can't complete things. So here you go. Let's go with number one is, you know what? Everybody's going through stuff. It's called life. You're going to have things happen to you that are really difficult, but it's not what happens to you. It's how you react to it that's important. So don't go through stuff and say, oh, woe is me. Grow, G-R-O-W, grow through it. Find the little things that you can take that are lemons and make them into lemonade, and say, always look at the sunny side of any situation. Yes, I know there's some awful things that happen, but you know what? That pain is going to be temporary. It's going to subside eventually, and you can get over it and get past it. So that's the first one. Number two is, and you got to, on a daily basis, you've got to remember and focus on what you're grateful for and your blessings. I don't care what situation that you're in, there's always something that you can be grateful for, that you can hang your hat on and really cling to, because there is so much, whether it's family members or people in your life, whether it's places that you live, such as the United States, there's always something really tangible that you can focus on, that's something you can be grateful for. Number 3, this is a big one. Man, there's a lot of people that I work with. What's the last time you completed something? That's why all of my challenge groups that we work on in our virtual accountability groups are from 5 days to 60 or 90 days. They have a completion date, because it's so important for your attitude to start something and to finish something. It's really important to make sure that you get used to accomplishing and completing tasks, because how many times are there things around the house that, oh man, that squeaky door, or oh, that broken window, or oh, the squeaky brakes, we just let it go, and it really starts to drain us. You've got to get used to fixing, completing, and finishing things, because that builds confidence and it gives you the power that you can move forward. And number 4 is you got to work on yourself, man. You got to change the mindset up here, and that's by reprogramming. You've got to take a look at who the 5 individuals are that you're hanging around, and are they positive and encouraging and supportive? If they aren't, you got to start backing away from those people and find some new people to be around. Also, what books are you reading? It's important to be reading some books. I'm going to post down below in the notes some powerful, that I emphasize that, powerful books that have made a huge impact on my mind and the way that I look at life. That has made so much of an impact. And the last thing is that you've got to work on yourself physically, and that's where I'm a virtual accountability coach, paying it forward, helping people to feel good in their skin again, because you know what, being overweight is overwhelming for a lot of people, both from a self-confidence standpoint and from just a daily living standpoint. But it's also not just being overweight. Are you healthy? Do you have the energy and the stamina and the endurance to be able to do the things that you want to do and enjoy life? So when you work on yourself physically and you feel great, man, it opens up every other area of your life, because it starts with you, and then everything else gets better too. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I just wanted to talk from the heart today on Attitude Tuesday. This doesn't have a lot to do with fitness, but it actually does. Hope you guys have a fantastic Tuesday. Remember, whatever the struggle is you're going through today, it's only going to make you stronger tomorrow. And if you guys need any help with your fitness programs, don't hesitate to give me a shout out or text me or message me. See you guys tomorrow, same time, same place. Go get it.